Hi, I'm your book lover Vijay Mahanti, and in this episode I have a new collection, the Hogwarts Library. It's also related to Harry Potter and of course written by J.K. Rowling. There are 3 books in the Hogwarts Library: The Tales of Beedle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Right now, I'm going to do a brief about the Tales of Beetle the Bard, which has 5 different adventure stories in it. I hope you like it. The 5 stories are: number 1, The Wizard and the Hopping Pot; number 2, The Fairy Fountain and of Fortune; number 3, The Warlock and His Hairy Heart; number 4, Babbity Rabbity and Her Cackling Stump; number 5, The 3 Brothers. Let's get started with the first story, The Wizard and the Hopping Pot. There was once a kind old wizard who always helped his Muggle neighbors. Remember, Muggle is a non-magic folk. And was always delighted when some Muggle came up to his doorstep and pleaded for help. But he did not tell them how he actually made the cures. He just said that his potions and remedies came ready-made out of a cauldron he called his lucky cooking pot. The old gentleman lived up for a long time, but then died. He left the cooking pot to his son, hoping that his son would follow his footsteps and also help the Muggles. But his son had a different point of view. He thought that Muggles were useless and that he should not help Muggles, and only help the wizards and witches. One morning, the son entered into a room and he found his father's cooking pot. He put his hand in, hoping for gold. But instead, he pulled out a thick leather slipper which had a note attached to it that said, "Dear son, I hope that you do not use this slipper." The son cursed his father for his age-softened mind, threw it back in the cooking pot, and told himself that he would use the slipper as a garbage pail. But later on that day, there was a knock on the door. A pleasant-looking Muggle woman was standing there, and she said, My baby has developed a bad case of warts. Will you please help her? Your father used to make up an Be gone," the son said. "I do not care about your baby's warts," and he slammed the door in front of the Muggle woman. When he went up and to see the pot, surprisingly, the pot had grown a brass foot, and he was using it to hop up and down. The son approached the pot, but suddenly the pot started sprouting warts everywhere. "You disgusting thing," the son said, and he tried to use magic to get it out of the house, clean it, or turn it out to normal, but none of his magic worked. He tried kicking it out the door with his foot, but the pot refused to leave the house and again went hopping down to the house. The next day, the pot started following the boy wherever he went. Up the stairs to his bed, hop, hop, hop. The pot was following him. Up to the dinner table, hop, hop, hop. The pot was following him. Up to his table, hop, hop, hop. The pot was again following him. Then the next day, the boy heard another knock on the door before he barely even ate his breakfast. It was an old Muggle man. Yet again, it was a Muggle. The Muggle man asked, "'Tis my goat. He is missing or stolen. If I don't find the goat, and I cannot pay for the food in the supermarket, and my family will go hungry. But then your father used to help me a lot. Then the son roared, "Now I am hungry too," and he slammed the door yet again in front of the old Muggle man. When he went, now the pot was hopping down the stairs, but now it was sprouting goat heads everywhere and moans of hunger. The son could not sleep or eat with the pot nearby, but like the story said, the pot refused to leave the house. Then again the next day, there's another knock on the door. There's an old and worried looking woman, and she said, my granddaughter is very ill. Your father always let me in and tried helping me, but yet again the son said nothing and slammed the door in front of the old Muggle woman. Not only was the pot sprouting goat heads, sprouting warts, and making hungry moan, but it's also slipping tears out of the hole and crying like a baby. The Muggle neighbors thought that the boy would not help them, and nobody went to the son's house to get for help. But the pot kept on warning him of different accidents that need to be cured. Now, not only were those three issues on the top of the pot, but also the pot started spitting out sour cheese and old milk, and also a plague of hungry slugs, whining dogs, crying babies. Soon the boy could not take it, and he ran outside with the pot following him. I will cure you all! Come here! I have my father's magic cooking pot, and I will help you cure you all! He summoned the goat and put it with the old man. The next day, the baby woke up with the warts, had no more wart anymore because of the sun. The granddaughter, who was very ill, she also woke up fine and rosy. Soon, the son helped all the people that asked help from him, and the pot was shiny and clean from the inside and the outside. Well, pot, the son said nervously. The pot burped out the one slipper he just threw in the pot and told the son to put the slipper on his foot. From then on, the boy helped any Muggle who came to his house and asked for help. And the Muggle neighbors lived happily ever after. The end. Now I'm going to tell you all about the second story of the Beedle the Bard, the Fairy Fountain of Fortune. So, I hope if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and type in the comments below.